And the one thing that has been brought up is this is really appears to be an exercise where the FBI has been weaponized. Now,
Yes.
and now it's amazing. I just want to ask your comments because I heard it from Kamala Harris herself, by the way, that we're going to hear, I'm sure, on this show with Elsa in a moment. But she got up and said, we back the FBI, we back the law enforcement, we back FBI, and they want to, and this is the same people that said defund the police for the last 2, 3, 4, 6, 10 years.
Yes.
What's that sound like when you hear it coming out of their mouths now that they're so pro cop?
Well, first of all, it's the ultimate in gaslighting. Everything that they do, they are masters at gaslighting, and this is another extension of that, and it's infuriating. There's so many things about this that are so disturbing. You said the weaponization of the FBI, and it's not just the FBI. I just read a great article on Daily Wire about exactly that. And it's the weaponization of our federal agencies. So it's not just the FBI, it's ATF, it's the IRS, 87,000 agents who are going to be armed or have to be willing to be armed and willing to be able to use deadly force. The IRS people, the people who are collecting taxes, why do they need to be armed? And willing to use deadly force against American people. So, CDC, so we have numerous federal agencies being weaponized against the American people, against the average citizen. And if you're not nervous about that, if you're not seeing, red flags all over the place about this, then your head's in the sand and you are part of the bigger problem here. As for, then the question always becomes, what do we do? I don't know. I'm hoping smarter people than me know what we do.
Well, actually, you're going down the road that I wanted to get into, which is the weaponizing of America's government is really the scary part. When our founding fathers did this, they did it with separations on purpose, folks. They didn't provide us with one level of government. That's a king, right? We left that organization. We came to this great country called a democracy. Now we see law enforcement agents for the FBI being armed. This is the same group of people that wanted to take cops off the street, folks. Now they're putting agents that they're hiring, they're going to groom, they're going to put on the streets, and they want to make sure they can carry weapons and safely enforce law. Why?
Right.
Why?
Yeah, this was a huge part of their tactic. And I think you and I might have talked about this once before, that they want to paint your state level law enforcement as the bad guys, as corrupt, as bullies, as all of these negative things. But now, when you're Kamala Harris talking about the FBI and how much we love and respect law enforcement, oh, that's funny because that's a strong arm of the federal government, or that's what it's being used for. So, very calculated, very, very manipulative, and outright evil is what it is. They want
do you have a social
control.